This is going to be a Blue Galaxy resin pour in our Crystal Edge sea mold. As you can see, it's pretty sparkly. For this one, I'm going to be using Rowney Indigo. It's an acrylic ink. I'm also going to be using Prism Violet acrylic ink by Liquitex, Cerulean Blue Hue acrylic ink by Liquitex, Koi Yellow Mica, Ocean White Pigment Paste white, and Quinacridone Magenta acrylic ink by Liquitex as well. As you can see, the Rowney is a very dark color. I use 6 drops of the indigo plus 2 drops of Prism Violet and about 1.52 ounces of resin, and that I just put on the bottom of the mold. I then take the cerulean blue, it's 4 drops and 1.18 ounces of resin, and I just draw little swirls. From watching the video, I noticed that I tend to be a little heavy-handed at the top. The circles are getting a little bit heavier there than they are on the bottom, but that's okay. Once you've done your circles or swirls, you just put the rest right to the center of the piece. I hesitate here sometimes because I'm thinking of adding more to another section. I then take the mica powder and follow the same kind of swirling pattern. You can start in the center and move out, or start on the outside and move in. I don't think it really makes a difference. And as you can see, my swirls are not even at all. They're kind of all over the place. And with the yellow, I think I start doing loops, as I do sometimes, because I can't keep on a recipe at all. By the way, this recipe was created by Sunfire Designs, and she does a much better job of it than I do trying to do it as well. As you can see, I'm also off center there too. That's awesome. Okay, here's the white. Going back and doing the swirls again, starting from the center and going out, or you can start from outside and go in. I'm doing a little bit better with the white here, but I'll bet you I start swirling it in circles. Yep, there I go again. Not part of the original design, but I just felt I had to do that there. I actually try and fill up little areas that look like they're heavy in one color, like the blue was there. And then the rest of the white goes to the center. The final part is 3 drops of Quinacridone Magenta acrylic ink in about 1.19 ounces. The white was 2 drops of Ocean White in 1.35 ounces. I also have some glass glitter and glitter that's already had a little bit of resin added to it so it sticks together, and I'm just putting that in the center of my piece. Doesn't it kind of look like a scrambled egg, or what's going to be a scrambled egg at this point? Kind of looks that way to me. Could be that it's too late when I'm doing this. And here I'm just taking a silicone pen and dragging the color into some of the crystal edges. I had enough resin. I think I mixed up 7 ounces for this, and the mold holds 7 ounces, but sometimes those little crystally edges are missing a little bit, so I was just pulling it out to the edges. Using a torch there just to pop some bubbles. Very carefully, of course, because we don't want to burn the mold. And there's just a little bit of speed ramping to see it curing. Now comes the fun part, the demolding. I will say there's a lot more magenta on the back than turns out what's on the front. It still looks cool. That cerulean blue got washed out by the white, I think. The photo makes the finished piece look lighter than in the video, but it still looks good. Let us know what you think in the comments below.